in yesterday's class we discussed about the constraint. Okay, we completed the remaining constraints, especially primary key constraint, unique, not null, default, and check constraint. Okay, in the check constraint alone we have some problem, so let me complete the check constraint and go ahead with the foreign key. That is the last
Foreign key.
in this chapter. Okay, once we completed the foreign key means the chapter will be gone, get over, and let me go to the another chapter. Okay, let me directly go ahead with the SQL. Okay, 1 minute. Our database is JE, no? So JE, and just give
Yes, sir. J.
database is used. Show tables. Okay. So first we will delete all the. For example, first we will delete the student table. So how to delete a table? Can you say that? Drop table name. What is the table name? Suppose I'm deleting the
Student.
Student.
so that they have to give me the table will be get deleted. Okay, so let me check. For example, let me create the again the same table student. Yesterday we tried, no, let me have a try today also. Okay, so not an issue. Okay, very carefully you have to see. Just we are going to create a table. So create table name. So I'm just giving student. Okay, create table name. So I'm just giving a serial number as integer. That will be a primary key. Okay, so primary key I'm just giving. Okay, and next I'm giving exam number.
Unique.
That is the integer. That is a unique. Okay, so I'm just using unique. And next one is a name we will give. So name varchar then
Care 20.
20 character
20
we
good.
can. Okay, then it will be a not null. Okay, okay. Then these are all things. And next we will create the mobile number. For example, mobile number. So that is I'm just using big int. So that is I'm applying default. Okay. So default value is given 987 like this. This is the default number. Suppose I'm just giving. Okay. And next is we are using the check constraint. Okay. Let me create the check constraint. For example, Steam. Okay. Steam. That is we are giving varchar. Okay. So varchar of 20 we just given. Okay. Next constraint. Constraint. So what is the constraint? We have to give the check constraint. Okay. Valid Steam. So this is the I am giving a own name for the constraint. Okay. So valid Steam is a name for the check constraint. Okay. So let me apply the check constraint. Check of then field. Okay. Steam. So Steam in. Okay. Steam in. Suppose the selected field only, selected Steam only apply. Yesterday we have seen one example. No, how to set greater than age, greater than 17, less than 17.
Yes,
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Net water list lo pathunga.
Yes, voter ID list. Okay. Likewise, we created, no? So I hope you will familiar with the numbers greater than 5,000, less than 5,000. Likewise, we can create it. Okay. So how to apply
Yes.
the what is the thing in condition? That is in operator in the check constraint. For example, JE it will allow and comma neat it will allow. Then NCRT. Okay, it will allow. Okay. Then what is the thing? Commerce. Commerce it will allow. Okay. So these are all the things. Okay, that we created.
sir. Before NCRT quotation, you missed, sir.
My God. Okay, that we just again will exit it. Exit also not working. Okay, so this is one minute. We will try it again. I think the student is that much name. I think so. Whenever we are creating the table, student will create some problem, isn't it? Okay, so let me insert. Let me check the table. It's not created. I hope table show tables. Okay, student is not created. Let me create the student table. Again, we have to type. Okay, create table. Sorry, table student. Okay, so let me as usual. Okay, serial number integer, that is a primary key. Okay, that we have set. And next is what exam number. Oh, exam number is what is the thing integer, that is also integer, that is unique. unique constraint we are applying. Okay, and then next, what is the thing? Name varchar of
20.
which is given, that is not null constraint we are applying. Okay, so I'm just enter into the next line, and mobile number that is big int we are using.
Begin
So default constraint we are applying.
default. Not given board.
Okay, so default we just given the default mobile number. So likewise I just given.
Okay, sir.
Then what we created, and that is stream, isn't it? So let me create a stream. That is varchar. I'm just giving 20. Okay. Then we are applying the check constraint. We already know another one method is directly we are using the check constraint. It is an alternate method. Yesterday we discussed in the last class. Have you got it? Remaining students, have you all understand the
Sir?
method? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We are giving a name for it. Okay. So how to give the name? That's what. Okay. Let me see. Check constraint, comma, constraint. So valid name. This is the name we are giving, and for check. So check up we are giving. Steam is a field name. Steam in. We are giving a list. JE NEET. Am I right? NCRT. Just check it. Here only we made the mistake because of typing mistake. Okay. Now I think everything is okay, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Completed this one.
Yes, sir.
Completed the close bracket for check constraint. We completed the entire things. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, we successfully created the table. Okay. For this table only, we just small mistake we yesterday in the class we have done. That is any comma for see, that is a real time thing. Okay. So while you are typing, for example, my thinking is the time is about to complete in the hurry manner. I'm just typing it. But whenever you are typing, you have to very much careful about it. Okay. Let me see it. Describe the table. Describe what is the table, student. No. Student. So you can see this serial number, it is a primary key. That's what no null value will not accept. Exam number, it is a unique key. Null one time only it will accept. Name is not null constraint we applied. That's what it won't accept the null value. Mobile number, default mobile number. If mobile number is not given means this mobile number will be taken. Okay. Steam we applied the check constraint. Okay. Let me insert the data. Can you say what is the query for insert the data? Insert into table name. That is student.
Student.
In values
Value.
of serial number 1 I just given. 101 is the exam number I given. Name I'm just giving. Ganesh
Approach.
giving. And next mobile number. No, so
Mobile number.
I'm just giving another mobile number. Okay, whatever it is. Okay. Then next is Steam. So Steam I have
Stream.
4 things only I can give. JE, NEET, NCRT, Commerce. Other than anything, if I given means it won't accept. Let me shall we see example? For example, JE1 I'm just giving in the single quote. JE1 I am about to complete. You can see it will show error. You can see what error it will show. You can see this. Valid Steam is violated because it is invalid. JE only we given, no? That's what it will show the invalid. Okay, now we remove the 1. Now it will be okay. Query okay. Okay, have you got it?
Yes,
Sir.
Okay. Select all from student. Okay, so you can see the data has entered. So now I hope you got it all the type of constraints. Okay, unique constraint, all the constraint we applied in one table. Okay, once again I will show the things, content for you. Primary key, there is primary constraint, you know how to apply it. Okay, and then next unique key, you know how to use it. Not null, we done it. Default, we done it. Okay, then finally check constraint also we completed. Okay, have we got it? So
Yes,
for
sir.
example, we are giving the list of values we can give, or else we can set the greater than 5,000. Always the value should be greater than 5,000, greater than 17, greater than or equal to 18. age constraint we given, no? So likewise, based on our condition, based on our requirement, we can keep the check constraint. Now, if you all people have any doubt in the check constraint or any constraints, if you have any doubt, means
Sir.
please. Very good. Have you all clarified?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir. Check constraint.
Yeah, check constraint. That's what.
Sir.
Yeah, you can ask me. Yes.
Yes.
That only please explain again. That it only confusing.
Very simple, but that is check constraint is used to give some condition for the value to be acceptable. For example, in this table, student is a table, no? In this table, the field name stream is there, no? Stream.
Yes.
What data be
Yes,
given?
sir.
You can see this. I will show that. For example, stream in JE need NCERT commerce. Okay, it only accept this value. Suppose stream, whether the entered stream is present in the list means it will accept that value. Apart from that, if I enter any value means it won't accept. That's what I shown one example. I entered first JE1. Whether it will accept it? You can see JE1 I accepted. What it shows? You can see
No, sir.
check constraint valid stream. Valid stream means we given the name for that. You can see constraint name we given valid stream. Okay, we can give whatever name, not an issue. Okay, valid stream is violated. That means what is valid stream? It is a check constraint. That's what it mentioned. Check constraint is violated. Violated means it is not as per the rule. What is the rule? I mean, it's not as per the condition. What is the condition we given? The stream only JE need Yes. Apart from that, if we give any value means it won't accept it. Have you got it? Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
or else if you need means they'll be create another one table also. What's your opinion? Based on your thing only, I'm going with. Check constraint if you apply, I mean, if you understand means okay. Or else we will go ahead with the another example.
Now we understand.
You understand, Pa? Okay, Pa. Very good. Okay. Have any doubt also, you can ask me. Suppose I want to remove the constraint, sir. How to remove? I will tell that. Alter table. Okay. Table name. What is the table name? What is the table name?
Student.
Okay. Drop. Drop. Which constraint we need to drop means check constraint. I want to drop. Drop. Check. What is the name we given for the check constraint? Valid stream.
Valid.
This is the name we given. It's a user defined name, no? Likewise, we can give our own name. Okay. So we just given, you can see now it will accept whatever thing. I will show that. Insert into JE1. Now I am inserting. It will accept it. You can see. Oh, duplicate it because of we are enter the same value. No, that's what you can see. 1 minute. So because of primary key, we already entered 1. No, again we cannot enter 1. So now I changing the value. And exam number is 1 or 2. Just giving another name. Okay. So that is another one phone number. Okay. Now I am applying JE1. It will accept. You can see. Have you seen it? Have you got it? So now it will accept JE1 because we removed the constraint. Okay. Yesterday, I think one of the students asked, I think Harit. Okay. Now you want to change the name, sir. Valid constraint. Instead of valid constraint, now I want to give another name for the constraint. Means first we need to remove the constraint. How to remove? Let you see in that, no? Alter table name. You can see this. Alter table name. Drop the constraint and constraint name. The user defined name. Okay. That is, you can see this. I'm highlighting. Okay. Likewise, you can once we need to drop the constraint, again we can add the constraint. How to add the constraint? Alter. Can you say alter table? What is the command for add the constraint? Add a constraint.
Alter table student.
Alter table student. Insert.
Add, not add. That man. Add constraint. Constraint name. For example, because he has a one question, no, that is what question? If you want to change, for example, I'm giving my stream. Okay. Likewise, I'm just given. Then check constraint, I'm applying it. Okay. Check of which field that is stream.
JE.
The field, no. Okay. So steam is a field. Steam in. What are the list? JE1, comma JE2. Okay. Likewise, I'm just giving. Okay, this one, two values only it will accept under JE, because JE are we already given, no? So we have to give JE, or else it will show error. Okay. So now we applied the constraint. Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the
Yes, sir.
constraints are applied. Suppose I'm inserting the data, you can see insert into student.
Student value.
Okay, values of, what are the values? Serial number 2
Three.
plus 2 already
Three.
given. 3. Then 103 I'm given.
Technology.
Okay, I'm just giving
Name.
okay. Then next is mobile
Phone number. Mobile number.
I mean, some given mobile number.
Name.
Okay. Then we have to give any one thing only. JE1, JE2, JE3. Apart from that, if we give anything means it won't accept. So shall we have a try?
J only, sir.
JE1, JE2, and JE. Now new constraint. No, have you got it? We just changed the constraint also. No. Now what is the new
Yes, sir.
rules or new condition we given? The group should be JE1 or JE2 or JE. Okay.
Or
Suppose
JE.
I'm just giving NCRT, you can see it will show the error. You can see my stream, because we given the name, my stream is the name of the check constraint. No, it's violated. Okay. Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
So now I have to change the value.
Yes, sir.
JE2 I'm just entering. Now it will accept. Have you got it? Now it is successfully
Yes, sir.
stored. Okay. So have you completely understand the check constraint, dear children? Have you all understood?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes, sir.
good. Very good. What about
Yes,
return
sir.
sequence? Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma. Okay, good. So let me go to the next one. Okay. So check constraint we completed. Not only check constraint, we completed all the constraints. Let me go to the last concept of this chapter, that is foreign key. Okay. So before we enter into the table, I mean we are going to the real-time practical. Let you see what is foreign key. That is a very important question. Okay. So foreign key is used to establish the relation, okay, or establish the link between the two tables, or establish the relationship between the two tables. Okay. So it is used to, the foreign key is one of the constraints. It is used to establish the relation between the two tables. Okay, that is the use of foreign key. Okay, in the foreign key concept, I want to tell the basic things. Okay, one table is there. That the basic table is called as master table. Okay, master table or parent table. We are using the word parent table. Okay, so some of the field we are using from the parent table. Okay, in another table, that table is called the child table. Okay, so these are all the two terms we have to use. Okay, I will show literally what is the use of foreign key. Let you understand it. Okay, apart from that, in the foreign key there are two type of concepts are there. Okay, 1 minute, I will take the slide. In your book, if you are having the book, means they are giving five type of options are there. Okay, on delete cascade, on update cascade, then restrict, no action, set null. There are 5 type of options are there in the foreign key. Okay, I'm saying foreign key is used for what? It is used to establish the relationship between the two tables. Fine, that is foreign key. Okay, while we are applying the foreign key, two concepts, we need the two table. The first table, the primary table, is called as parent table. Parent table means it is a master table. Okay, and another table should be a child table. Okay, so what is the difference? Master table and parent table and child table means the foreign key. I'm repeating the sentence. You can listen very carefully. The foreign key may be a primary key or unique key. Primary key or unique key in parent table. And it should not be a non-primary key. It should not be a non-primary key in child table. I'm repeating the sentence. The foreign key, it may be a primary key or what key? Unique key in which table? Parent table. Okay, and it should not be a primary key. It should not be a primary key in child table. Okay, this is the thing. This is the definition for the foreign key. Okay, and next thing, there are 5 options are there. Apart from that, in the slide they given 2 options only. Of course, the 2 options are basic option and very important option too. Okay, apart from that, I will tell the name of the 5 options: on delete cascade, on update cascade, restrict, no action, set null. Okay, restrict, no action, set null. Okay, so what is the use of this option, sir? What is the use of the primary key, sir? Suppose you are asking, means let me see lively how to create the how to apply the foreign key, then how to make use of the foreign key in live program. I mean live exam. We will example. We will see it. Okay. Have you understand the basic concept of foreign key? It is used to
Yes, sir.
establish the relation between the 2 tables. Okay, that is the basic idea. Okay. Shall we go to the example? Okay, just we will do in the query, that is in SQL. Okay, now we are going to create a new 2 tables we are going to create. Okay, one must be a parent table, another one will be a child table. Okay, likewise n number of child tables are there. Okay, we will see lively. I mean with the example we can easily understand it. Okay, so I just want to say, okay, show tables I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to drop, I mean delete all the tables, some tables, delete table. What are the table name? I'm just giving EMP1, okay, EMP DUP1, EMP DUP2,
So,
EMP DUP3, okay, and the employee. Okay, so these tables are deleted now. Okay, I'm showing this. You can see now we are having JE1 student and water list, 3 tables only we are having. So I'm going to create a new table. The same table I will reteach it. Okay, employee table I'm going to create. Okay, for example, create table, table name. What is table name? Employee.
employee.
Okay, so field name I have to mention. Okay, EMP ID, that is integer, that should be a primary key. Okay, I am mentioning it, primary
Name.
key. Okay, so then EMP name, that is varchar. Okay,
Department.
varchar I'm just giving. Okay, that is not null, I'm just giving the constraint. Okay, hereafter we have to use the constraint, not null constraint. Okay, then department.
Department.
Department, what type of data type? Varchar of I'm
Var.
just giving 10. Okay, so that is also I'm just not giving any constraint. Okay, department. Okay, next anything? Salary.
Mobile.
Okay, okay, for example salary I'm just giving integer. Okay, so these are all the constraint we are just I'm applying it. Okay, so we got it. So now table has created. Okay, this is the master table. Okay, I will insert the data into the master table. Insert into, what is the table name? Employee.
Employee.
So what is the thing we have to? Employee ID. So 1, then
Their value.
employee name. Yes, very good. Values of, so 1 employee ID and EMP name. I'm just giving Raj. Next, what is the thing? Department. Okay. So am I right? Department only, no? Yeah. Department.
Yes, sir.
Then salary 50,000. Okay, this is the value I'm entering, and second value I'm just giving to, okay, to Ganesh. Just enter. Okay, next is I'm just entering the department, HR. Sorry. Then I'm just giving 75,000. Okay, this is the value I'm just given. Okay, so let me see. Select all from employee. Okay.
Employee.
Select spelling.
Yes, very good, very good. SELECT. Okay, select all from employee. Okay, so you can see the 2 data are entered. Okay, let me create a child table. Okay, now we are going to create a child table. while we are creating the child table, I will redefine again. I will say tell the definition. Now that time you can easily understand the what is the thing meaning of the foreign key. Okay, so how to create a table? Can you say that? Create table.
Create table.
So I'm just
Student.
Table.
Sorry, employee, sir.
okay. So I'm just giving before employee we created no already.
Yes, sir.
So we cannot give the same
EMP.
name. I'm giving EMP1. Okay. So EMP1. Then what are the fields we have to mention? So I'm just giving serial number. Okay. So that is a integer data type. That should be a primary key. Okay. So that is a primary key, and I'm going to use the one of the key from the foreign from the master table or parent table, employee ID. Okay. So EMP ID, that is sorry, that is also integer data type. No, the master table. In the parent table, how we given integer only? No,
Int only.
integer. Okay. Yes, EMP ID we just given. Okay. Then can you say another one field for easy understanding? Can you say, for example, location? Shall we add the location? Location means
Yes, sir.
yeah, good. From the city. Okay, we will add it. Okay, so we will just add the city or location. I will just add. Okay, location. So that is a varchar. Varchar of, I'm just giving 20. Okay, so that will be a we just given. So serial number, employee ID, and location. Okay, in this table contain the three value. Now we are setting, so far we didn't set the primary foreign key. Now we are going to the important concept. Okay, so how to set the foreign key, sir? If you're asking, so I'm just typing, listen very carefully. I'm typing in the next line for your better understanding. Oh, foreign, we have to type foreign key. Okay, foreign key, then we have to give the which table. Okay, that is a which field name we are going to give. Okay, which is foreign key we are going to set? Employee ID is the EMP ID is the foreign key we are going to set. Okay, so we given the field name. References, where we need to refer the EMP ID. We already created one table, no, previously employee table. Can you see this, the
Yes,
highlighted
sir.
one we created? No,
Yes, sir.
so from that we are referring the employee ID. Okay, so we have to type what? References, not from per, references. Okay, references. Then what is the
Employee.
table name? Yes, very good. References, employee, that is the table name where we are referring. Reference from, that is we are referring from the table employee. Okay, in the employee, what is the field name we are going to refer? There also same name only we given. Okay, there is no necessity the both names. Here we can give employee ID, there we can give EID, whatever thing. Okay, so there also we given the same name, so that's what I'm using the EMP ID. Have we got it? This EMP ID is what? The field which we are going to reference from the employee table. Have we got it? So now I will tell the definition for the foreign key. What I said previously, I'm repeating. You can see now. You can understand what I said. Okay. So foreign key, it may be a primary key or unique key in parent table. In parent table, you can see the foreign key. What is foreign key? EMP ID. Okay. The EMP ID may be what? It is a
Primary key or unique
a
key?
primary key or unique key, but in the employee, the foreign key is a primary key. Okay, so suppose only we can set primary key only as a, if you are asking means no. Okay, so it may be a unique key also. Okay, we can give another thing also, that is a unique key. Okay, so that's what I'm repeating the definition. Foreign key may be a primary key or unique key in the parent table, and it should not be primary key in the child table. The child table we are now creating, no, EMP1 is the child table. Okay, so in this, whether the which we are setting as a primary, sorry, foreign key, EMP ID, whether EMP ID is a primary key here serial number only the
Yes.
primary key, no, so it is not a primary key. Have you got the definition? I will repeat again. The foreign key is maybe a primary key or unique key in the parent table, and it should not be a primary key in the child table. Okay, it is a non-attribute. That's what we are in books. If you are referring, means they may use the word, it is a non-attribute key. Non-attribute means actually the EMP ID is not originated. That is, it is not originated in this table. We are always referring to the previous table, that is the employee table only. Okay, so we can understand a little bit. Okay, now we set the primary key. Shall we? Then we have to apply the two options. Okay, I said 5 options are there. No, can you say what are the 5 options? Can you say what are the 5 options? On delete cascade, on update cascade,
On
restrict,
update cascade, restrict,
set null, and no action. Okay, here
no
the set
action.
null option and no action option. Okay, two options are same. We are giving an alternate name. Okay, no action means nothing will happen. Set null means nothing. No, have you got it? Previously we explained. No, so both will do not do anything. Okay, it will do nothing. Okay, so that's what both the names are similar name, but we are giving two names also given. Okay, in the MySQL. Okay, then restrict means completely it will block the table from the child table and parents table. The child table cannot be access all the properties of parent table. Okay, so then there is no use of the foreign key concept also. Let me see a little elaborately what is the use of on update and on delete cascade. I will explain it. On 1 minute. On update cascade, then on delete cascade. Okay, so likewise we create. I'm just telling that serial number, it is a primary key. Employee ID, it is an integer data type. We didn't set any constraint here for employee ID. And location, it is a var character, that is var of 20 given. Foreign key we are assigning. Foreign key, which field we are going to set as a foreign key? Employee ID of the table
Employee ID,
1. Okay, in this
employee.
case EMP1, no, that we are going to set as
Yes.
a foreign key. Okay, then referencing, for example, reference, where we need to reference the foreign keys are. Okay, it want to always refer the another table. The table name is what? Employee. Okay, in the table which field it want to refer? Employee ID. Employee ID one of the
Employee.
field is there. No, here I'm selecting the first one, so that one it always want to refer it. Okay, and we are updating the two cascade. That is two options: on update cascade, on delete cascade. Okay, so now we entering it. 1 minute. So now we successfully created the table. Okay, let me about to enter the details into it. I'm going to enter the details. So just for time being, I'm just giving the directly EMP1, no, isn't it? That is the table name, no? So EMP1, we are applying the value. What are the fields are there? Serial number, name, and location only, no? So I'm just changing it. Location, I'm just giving. Okay, Delhi, that is one location. I'm just suppose giving. And second, I'm changing the value. Okay, this is I'm just giving Mumbai. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we just enter the value. 3 values only we entered. Now you can see. Yes. Okay.
The name you didn't give, sir.
Name I didn't give. Yes.
Yes, sir. Employee ID.
Good. So first name is serial number and next one is employee ID only. You can see. So 1 I'm just giving. Yes, good. And here, oh, in the 2, it is not in quote, it is integer data type, no? So we no need to give as a quote. See, very much we should careful about while we are entering the data. Okay. So now we enter the 2 details. Let me see all the details from the table. Okay. Select all from EMP1. Okay, so it having 2 ID. Okay, I mean 2 values we updated. Okay, so now I will going to establish. I will tell them what is the use of foreign key. Okay, sir, you may have the thing. Okay, children, 1 minute is more. You can rejoin it. If it is dropped, means the meeting has ended, means immediately join it. Okay, that is the core part we are going to display. Okay, I mean we are going to discuss. Okay, so now we created the table. What is the use of foreign key, sir? We have created the 2 table manually. Likewise, how we created the first table, you created the second table. Foreign key, you added one more extra command. What is the use of this, sir? Okay, we will discuss that in the second session. Okay, immediately you can rejoin it. Okay, that's what I'm expecting. All the so far 18 students so far now, all are I'm expecting to rejoin it. Okay. So we will discuss in the next session what is the use of the. You may have the doubt, sir, what is the use of foreign key, sir? We created a two table as usual. Okay, now I will say that what is the use of foreign key. Okay, suppose I want to enter a data. Okay, so enter a data in the EMP1. EMP1 is what table? It is a child table. Employee is what table? Employee is a parent table. EMP1 is a child table, because we are referenced the employee table. So we are depend on employee table. So employee table we are depending, no. So that's what it is called as parent table or master table. Okay. So EMP1 is a child table. We are retrieving some attribute. Attribute means some field. Okay. We are retrieved some attribute from the parent table or from the master table. So that's what the EMP1 is called as child table. Have you got the have you understand the foreign key concept? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Let you see. So how it is useful, sir? If you are asking the question, I'm just about to insert. 1 minute. It's not typing. 1 minute. Okay. The cursor is okay. Great. Insert into. I'm just about to enter another value. Insert into EMP1. Okay. This is a new table, no? Then values of. Okay. Values of. Suppose I want to enter the new value. Okay. Shall we give the new value? 3 comma employee id 3 comma, then we are giving a value. Okay, so in that value I'm just giving Chennai.
Nine.
Okay, so I'm just enter the value. It will show error. Why means you can see this, it will show error because there is, whether the third candidate is there in the, always it will refer to the employee table, the parent table. Whether employee id is there in the parent table, you can see. Whether the third employee ID be given in the parent table.
No, sir.
So what is the thing? We cannot insert the data. Okay, we cannot insert the data without the permission of the parent table. So parent table, in parent table there is no employee called as, employee ID is called as, because we referenced only what? Employee ID only, no. So we don't have any ID in the name of 3. So we cannot insert it. We cannot able to update the value in the child table. Okay, sir, I want to insert, sir. One and only way, we have to first update in the master table. Okay, shall we insert? Okay, you can see employee, I'm updating. You can see this. I'm just entering the value. Employee ID is there and the EMP name I'm giving. Okay, so Ramesh I'm just giving. Okay, and next it is from department, no? So
Department.
I'm just giving. IT I'm just giving, then salary.
Salary.
Salary I'm just giving 50,000. Okay, so likewise now we entered. Okay, now it is selected in the employee. Now it is updated in the employee. Now if I like to enter this value 3 comma 3, that is the serial number, employee ID 3 from Chennai. If I want to update, means now it will accept it. Can you able to see? You can see now it is accepted. No, it won't show any error. Got it? So this is
Yes,
the
sir.
use of on update cascade. So whenever you made any updation in the master table, then only the child table will accept it. Very simple example, a real time example I will say. For example, in a school, okay, we have school transport facilities there. No, for example, any student have got admitted in the school, that student only allowed to travel in the school vehicle. Am I right? Whether it is public transport, is it everyone can whether they will accept? No. So that's what.
No,
So
sir.
they are creating suppose we are creating a table for that. Master table contains the student details. Okay, for example, serial number, roll number of student, name of the student, okay, and address, phone number, email, likewise everything we are getting. Okay, that is a master table. Okay, and next we are creating a child table, that is for only for transport. Okay, so there which details can enter. So for example, roll number, student name, and from from which part, which point of they want to pick up point or dropping point, no, in the van facility, school facility, like they are using, no. So pick up point and dropping point, and which place, for example, Neyveli or from Vrudachalam, likewise. If you want to, 1 minute, if you want to mention that also. So which data can access means the roll number, whether it is present in the master table, that roll number only, that student only can able to available for the transport facility. Have you got this example? So apart from the thing, we cannot enter it. Now what? That's what we are seeing. Employee 3, that is employee ID 3 was not there. So we are unable to insert the data in the employee 1 because employee EMP1 is a child table, no? So whatever IDs, employee ID is available in employee table, that ID only we can enter it. Okay. This is the use of on update cascade in the foreign key. Okay. So then on delete means if you delete any value in the master table, automatically it will reflect in the child table also. Okay, you can see I'm going to delete one record from the master table. Okay, master table. What is the master table name? Hello.
Employee.
Employee is the master table. No, so you can see 3 names are there. No, suppose I want to delete the third table. What is the thing? Sorry, third record. What is the thing? What is the query? Delete.
Delete
Delete
Table name.
employee
Employee
from employee.
where
Where
ID equal
employee ID equal to 3.
so given the thing. Now I will show again the 2 tables only there. Okay, so now I am going to show the employee 1. You can see that also got deleted. Enter the Chennai, no?
Yes,
See,
sir.
see Chennai.
Yes,
Have you seen?
that child table was read.
Yes. The child table that is also deleted. Previously I can show. You can see 3 Chennai was there, no? After we deleted
Yes,
the
sir.
table, it will affect the child table also. We got it. Now we have you understand what is the use of
Yes, sir.
yes. So for example, if any student is deleted from the master table in our real time example, so we cannot, that is the that details of the students, it will be automatically will get deleted from the transport department table or fees department fee table, transport table, likewise whatever number of child tables also there, from all the child table that details will be get deleted, which is related to the foreign key. Have you understood? So I did. Yes.
Shall I delete in child table means it won't affect the
Won't
master table,
affect the
sir?
master table. It won't affect the master table. For example, if you do any deletion in the master table, it will affect the child table because child tables are dependent on which table? Master table, no? Have you got it?
Yes,
That's
sir.
not affected.
Sir.
Because if you delete any value from the child table, it won't affect the master table. That's what I'm giving the example. One of the boy has said in the sir, I no need transport facilities or school transport facility because we shifted the home nearby to home. I mean nearby to the school only. So by walk it's a walkable distance, or else my parent will drop. Likewise, if they have the option means we can delete the name from the transport table. Okay. So from the master table, it won't delete it. The student will be data will be there. Master table data will be used for multiple purpose. For example, transport, fee collection, okay, mark list generation, there is student academic performance. Likewise, many things are there, no? Likewise, we can use the master. You can use the master table for multiple purpose. If you delete anything from the child table, it nowhere affect the master table. That is the parent table for your understanding. Okay. So if you delete anything in the parent table, it will reflect all the thing. It will affect all the child tables. Suppose if you want to delete a student, the student has got PC from the school. If you simply delete from the master table, that's all. It is enough. Automatically it will be that name will be that student name will be automatically will get deleted in the fees details, transport, academic performance. Likewise, have you got my point? So we
Yes,
no
sir.
need to delete
Yes, sir.
yeah, we no need to delete the same name from each and every table. No need. If you set the foreign key, that is the use of, or that is the importance of foreign key. Have you got the foreign key concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
Jayavira Pandian said. And what about remaining children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Harit
Sorry,
voice at all,
sir.
not at all. Harit, I don't know what about whether the Gautam is not there, because these people will say that's what I'm expecting. Very good. Not mean that I'm expecting from that only, them only, it is not. Generally, I'm asking. Okay, good. Very good. Many new students I'm seeing in the list. Very good. Okay. So this is the use of foreign key. If you are using the foreign key, it will be more beneficial for the database administrator. Okay. If I didn't use the foreign key, I have to create the table. I have to create one master table. Then for transport department, I want to create another table. Likewise, everything I want to create it. Okay, creation is not a matter. Inserting the data, we can easily copy the data. No, you know that already. You have seen no how to copy the data. I will show the slide also for you. We have seen no. Do you know? Can you able to recall how to? You can see this.
Yes, sir.
Full copy, select table, the new table, as select all from master table. Okay, so it will select all the record from there. So easily we can add also for transport department. What are the details are required? Roll number or serial number, roll number, name of the student, and from
Address.
which place, address, yeah, address, phone number. Okay, this is enough. No, they no need English. What is this English mark? What is the Tamil mark? And all, it's not needed. Okay, for transport department, not needed rest of the things. It won't it only need how much pending fees alone. Okay, for for fee department, I think for accounts department. Likewise, we can select a particular column also. Have you got the have you got the point? What is the use of foreign key concept?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, good. So shall we have a short recap about this chapter? Then tomorrow we will go ahead with the new chapter. Okay. Okay, I will just show the content from the starting onwards. We are about to discuss about all the constraints. That is especially constraint we discussed. 6 type of constraint we discussed: primary key, unique, not null, default, check, and finally foreign key. Okay, so you know that for how to apply these constraints, how to remove the constraints, that also we have seen. Okay, and next we have seen some examples. It is not needed how to set the primary key, and now we are how to set the foreign key concepts. Okay, same way we can give the constraint name also. Foreign key also we can use more than one foreign key. For example, in our thing we use only employee ID. No, so likewise if we want to add employee name also to be foreign key, sir, we can use it. We can use multiple foreign key. Okay, that is not needed. And how to apply the foreign key just now we discussed. And what are the options? 2 options are given in the slide. That is on delete cascade, on update cascade. Apart from the 3 options are there, but there is no much use of it. Okay, you just know the name, that is enough. Restrict, it will completely restrict. If you delete anything from the master table, it won't affect the child table. That is the use of restrict option. Okay, and set null and no action, there is no use of it. Okay, it won't do anything. Okay, do nothing, that's that. Okay, so these are all the 5 options. I will repeat again: on delete cascade. Apart from that, on delete cascade, on update cascade. The 2 concepts, 2 options in the foreign key are very important. What is the use of on delete means? Can you anyone say what is the use of on delete cascade? Hello, what is the use of on delete cascade?
It's used to delete some records.
If you delete anything
Master
in the
table.
master table, automatically it will be get deleted in the child table also.
Child
Okay,
table.
on update cascade, without the entry in the master table, we cannot do the entry in the child table. That is one thing.
Child
And
table.
another one concept also there, I forgot to say. For example, I will show employee. What is the employee ID of Ganesh? Can you say? What is the employee ID of Ganesh?
2.
Okay, now I'm going to change it. Okay, update. Okay, update table. What is the table name? Employee. Okay, employee table, I'm making the updation, not in the child table. You can see update table set value we are going to say. Okay, emp id equal to, I'm going to set 20 instead of 2. Okay, so instead of 2, I'm going to set 20 where let me say emp name. Okay, emp name equal to, what is the name? Ganesh. Okay, so let me enter that. Okay, now it is changed. I will show all those things. Select all from employee. So it is changed. Am I right? So it is changed. We have made the change. That's what it changed. Okay. Now I'm. You can see from employee 1. Employee 1 also. You can see that it is get changed. No. Second employee.
Yes.
It was 2. Now it is what? It is 20. No. Have you got it?
20.
So, for example, likewise employee ID. If you, because in this example we set employee ID as a foreign key. If you set the name and whatever fields in the master table, that also will be get reflected. Have you understand this? This is another one concept of on update. If you do any updation on the master table, it will be implemented in the child table also. Have you got it? For example, your roll number is, for example, now it is, for example, whenever you are studying 11th standard, what will be your roll number? It may be, can you say that? For example, I will say 11th JE 101, 11th JE 02, likewise, if it is whatever it may be. So likewise, it may be a rule number. Okay, now I want to change all the 11th into 12th. Okay, so because you are you are getting into the new class, no. So if I update any changes in the master table, if I simply do the changes in the master table, automatically what will happen? It will, the reflection, that the updation will be happening in all the tail tables, including in the whatever table, for example, fee related table, transport table, for example, I am saying. Okay, so it will affect in the all the child tables. Very shortly, if you have to say means, it will reflect all the child tables. If you do any updation in the master table or deletion in the master table, immediately it will be reflected. Based on what? Can you say? Because of what? We given the option called what? On delete cascade, on update cascade. Sir, shall I give only on delete cascade means? That condition only, that option only if you give means, if on delete only if you give means, if you do any updation, it won't reflect it. But if you delete anything means, it will be get deleted here also. Okay, sir, or else I only given on update means updation only will be reflected in the child table. Deletion, if you delete anything from the master table, it won't get reflected. Have you understand? This is a very important point. Have you understood, children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I am only talking. You people
Yes, sir.
are, I don't know, silently you are eating, isn't it? Or else watching the movie. Am I right? Because that much noise I am hearing. Especially somebody's, I think. Now they muted. Okay, anyhow. So these are all the things, and we have seen more than how to change the content. DML commands we have seen. 1 minute. Okay. So viewing the structure, describe or desk table, that we know that. Okay. And a full copy, selected a particular column, selected a particular record alone from a table, we can take a copy of the things. Okay. And adding a new column, dropping, deleting a new column, inserting a new record, deleting a record from the table, modifying the column definition. That is a data type, we can change it. No. So that we have seen, and changing the column name. Okay. So how to change the column name, that what we have seen. We are seeing that modifying, this is the data type modifying. Here we are giving the changing, alter table name, change old table name, that is existing table name, new table name, and same data type. Okay, likewise we have to give it. Have you understood this one? Have you understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, and changing the order, that is very important. How to change the order into first or else after certain column. In the side you can see left hand side. Okay, so these things and all we have seen. Add a constraint. Suppose you want to add a constraint after the table creation, add the constraint name, that is constraint primary key or unique key or whatever, check constraint. Okay, we can add it. Likewise, dropping the constraint also we can drop by using the drop the key name. Okay, and if it is using the foreign key means we have to use drop primary key cascade we need to use. Okay, because the primary key is always synchronized with the foreign key also. Okay, so this is the thing. And last we have seen, that employee, how to drop a table. We deleted number of tables, no, EMP1, employee dupe, like this, no. So we deleted a lot of tables. Okay, I hope you understand. We completed this chapter, and tomorrow we will start the new chapter. Have you all understand this chapter completely?
Yes.
Yes, constraints and DML commands, we have seen it. Okay, students, tomorrow let me start a new chapter. Please go through this also. Okay, fine. Thank you to all.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Uh,
Thank you.